Hi everybody, welcome down to the channel. Gareth Shaw here, PJ Professional, and today I'm talking about a shot tracking product. This is not electrical, this is old school. This is back to pen or pencil and paper. This is on course from the Simple Track. Absolutely brilliant, love this product. It's really part of your golf bag that you should really take some time to look at. I know there's lots of apps, there's lots of kind of devices that fit onto your golf clubs, but something like this can't fail. Sits in your back pocket, you can monitor it after every round, it's there as a reference point. It's absolutely brilliant. And ultimately their kind of mantra is simplifying improvement, and that's what you want to do. What this this product does is ultimately encourages smarter decision making, tracking key outcomes such as fairways, hit, greens in regulation, putts, recovery shots. And then you'll start to see as a golfer some patterns. Do I miss short? Do I miss left? Do I miss long? Do I miss right of target? There's no apps, no batteries, no distractions. So for you, it's just part of your kind of process. So I'd open it up. I'd have my scorecard in here as well, so you can keep track of your physical scorecard, but there is also a scorecard within the product itself. Also, it's about building for you as a golfer long-term improvement. So I reckon one of these books will probably last you a season, and then you can put it on your shelf, refer back to it during the off season as well to help you. It's lightweight, it's easy, it's not bulky. As I said, your kind of physical scorecard, if you're playing a medal round, can go into this. Your pin sheet, your yardages, just again, your stroke saver, if you've got one for your golf course, can sit in here, all in your back pocket, ready to go. And ideally, this is for all skill levels. You're probably thinking, Gareth, I'm not at the ability where this is going to be for me. You are, because everybody can improve, everybody can develop. Price-wise, this product's £25. If I'm being brutally honest, I see this more as a kind of £10 to £15 product. I know it's difficult. There's a lot of kind of detail, time, energy put into this product. But for me, if you want to get golfers embracing it, buying it, it needs to come under that £20 mark. Ideally around £15 I'd pay for this. If you want to advance it more, include a pencil, include the second one for half price, something like that to get golfers to buy into this product. Because even though I know it's brilliant, I've produced a golf training diary myself and they're great, but the difficulty is getting it into people's hands when there's app-based pieces of software out there and also tag systems where you don't have to physically write or input anything down. But I'm a strong advocate of this. This is why I'm reviewing the product, because I want people to look at it, embrace it, improve with the on-course. But for me, improvement-wise, cost. If you can bring down that cost, absolutely brilliant. I think, let's have a look through it. So, you can put your name in there. So a little bit of closer detail you can see. Your season goals, that's the first page, which is ace. Again, just a little bit of feedback. I'm all right from a visual perspective, but if you're a little bit harder sight or you struggle a little bit, the text is quite small. So I'd love to see that text a little bit bigger, even if it wasn't portrait, but it was landscape, so you could spread it out a little bit more. Your round tracker here, you've got your date, your golf course, your scores, and just some simplified data there. But again, it's quite small. If we could make this almost less boxes and bigger, that'd be great. Club distances, I think this is a great tool, so you don't have to carry an extra card here in your bag. You could just put all your club distances. And something I would recommend to everybody out there, if you're not a kind of fan of writing in pencil or you worry about it out in the wet and things like that, get some of these erasable pens that are out on the market now. Great, because you could recycle this, rub it out when you change your club in your bag, and then put the new club into the bag there. So every round starts with the course, the date, the round, so how many rounds you're doing and which one you're starting on. So then when you flick over, so much detail in this, it's absolutely brilliant. Really like it. As I said, my only feedback is probably price and size of text. If you can bring that text a little bit bigger and that price down, absolutely awesome. Pre-round here, so you've got your date, your course, your handicap, your yardies, the course conditions, the conditions out, what tees, warm-up routine, mental strategy, and swing cues. But again, it's quite small. You probably pick it up there on the camera. It is quite small. So if you could make this a bit bigger, guys, I think it's going to help you drive sales. Especially again, when you're asking for a lot of detail on this scorecard, you'll see there at the bottom, it is quite small. Even if I know we're sacrificing here probably size of fitting in your back pocket because this does really nicely, but you could have that kind of maybe less detail in the book for on course and more of an off course book where it could be a little bit bigger so you can then put all the detail in. Because I think this kind of stuff, the next page is great. Approach shots, come as a bullseye, 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet. This kind of stuff's ace. So I would almost really sacrifice those early pages and just almost visual drawings, targets, that type of thing within this book, and then have an off-course book as well that you can then put your further detail in. So much here, but I'd do this probably over a drink, after a round, or when I'm sitting down and relaxing. Note pages there for writing notes, but this is where you could put just certain bits of detail and maybe sacrifice the size on the first few pages. And then you're finishing off with a round summary. As you can see there, great detail, but that could be in a separate book. You could put the round summary into a separate book there and have that at home on your desk. And then you would rate how satisfied you are in your score. So then when you come to your next round, you're starting the process again. It's brilliant. Fits in your pocket, really nice. Two things I'd love them to improve on. Size of text in book, even if we went a bit more landscape to spread that text out a little bit, or a separate off-course book where you could put some of the evaluation materials into it. Final one, price. I think £25 is a little bit steep. I know new companies kind of, you have to take on a certain quantity to get that price coming down. So hopefully they can get that price down, because these kind of things, you want them in as many golfers' hands as possible at all levels and abilities, because it's going to help them. So if you could get anywhere between the £10 and £15, I think that'd be a real winner, and you get it into more people's hands and golf bags as well. Guys, go check them out on the information below. Thank you so much, Simple Track, for sending this through to me. This is their on-course stats tracking book.